Yeah, hi everyone. I hope I am audible and the screen is visible. And I'm also opening the YouTube on my end so that I can check your comments. So, meanwhile, please let me know in the comment section. Am I clearly audible and the screen is visible and we are live or not so that we can start our session. And also, let's wait for 1 or 2 minutes, guys, so that YouTube will send a notification to all our subscribers and the people who are really requirement in the TCS, sorry, in the Accenture hiring process, and they can join the session and they can listen to the questions of coding assessment round. Yes, Sach Sagar, thank you for confirming we are live. Okay, so let's wait for 1 or 2 minutes. Once the notification sent to all the subscribers, then immediately we'll start our session. And it is the day 3, guys. So last from 2 days we are doing a multiple lives on Accenture, and also we are doing lives on TCS as well. So Accenture, so far we have completed one live on gamified aptitude, which is nothing but this year Accenture changed their pattern, right? So I have taken one session on gamified aptitude, what kind of questions they will give you and how it will be and everything. And the yesterday session is all about technical assessment, which is nothing but MCQ based. They will ask you the questions based on cybersecurity, cloud computing, MS Office, pseudocode, and computer networking. I told you, right? So, all these categories they asked, whatever they asked in the examination, yesterday we discussed. And in today's session, we are going to do the coding assessment. And I'm not talking about gamified and technical in this session. And those who are listening for the first time, please, I suggest you guys watch yesterday's and day before yesterday live so that you can able to understand these two rounds. And these two rounds are elimination rounds. So that's why day wise we are doing the live sessions. In today is day 3. On third day we are discussing about second round, that is under online assessment, is coding assessment. This time, unless last year Accenture changed their pattern entirely in the coding assessment. The big change or huge update we got from Accenture is one is from cognitive assessment and the second one is from coding assessment. Unlike last year, usually what Accenture will do is they will give you two questions, and one is from basic of programming and second one is intermediate up to intermediate DSA. But this time they change the pattern entirely and they are asking the backend programs, and also all the programs programming languages are not allowed this time. And as per the information shared by the students, C++ also not allowed for the backend. The backend programming you can do it with Java and Python. So in this live session, I will talk about Python, and if you guys need, you can search these questions and you can develop on your own by using Java. Why? Because I'm very familiar with Python. So totally I will talk about Python only in this session. And the second question is coming from SQL, which is nothing but database oriented. So they will give you a scenario, and based on the scenario you have to extract a data from the tables. So how you will use SQL queries, that is the second one. And the third one is front end, and this is the information shared by the company, but they are normally asking the questions on HTML, CSS and JavaScript only. You don't have to know about front end like new or React. Just you need to know about HTML, CSS and JavaScript. So what I will do in this session is I will talk about two questions from the front end, two questions from the back end, and one or two questions from the SQL. Okay. And remember guys, back end means you don't have to develop anything. Actually, this is a DSA question, which is nothing but you have to implement optimized solution for that. And when I see the questions shared by the students, our followers and subscribers, I have came to that conclusion that DSA questions are basic to intermediate level. So if you properly prepare, trust me guys, this time coding assessment is very easy. But wide knowledge is required. You need to have a good knowledge in HTML, CSS and JavaScript. You have to have a good knowledge in SQL, not theoretical. I am saying practical knowledge. And also you need to have a good knowledge in either Java or Python. Okay. So how many of you excited to share? Go with? Yeah, I told you right, Harsha. C++ is not allowing. Only Java and Python and C# is allowing. Yeah, Datta. Actually, this is the examination going on online. The exam will conducted in the campus itself. In college, it will happen. And once the off-campus started, it is totally online only. There will be no offline examination for Accenture. Okay. And also, this is a placement season, guys. So I suggest you all to follow our social media handles like Instagram, Discord, and WhatsApp and Telegram channels. And we will share all the hiring updates, whether it's maybe off campus for 2026, 2027, 2025. We will post everything in the corresponding pages. We have a pages of Prepinsta off campus, Prepinsta 2026, Prepinsta 2027, Prepinsta 2025. So follow the particular pages which year you belongs to. And you want to discuss with us about any queries, or if you want to get any information or contact our support team, the remaining social media handles you can use like WhatsApp, Discord and Telegram. Without any further delay, let's dive into the questions. So here is the first question. One of and whatever I did is I have taken feedback from the students and I giving the direct question. Okay. So I can say like I discussed over the call and I recreated the question, which means whatever the question they got, we just taken like that. So the first question is based on front end, which is nothing but HTML, CSS, JavaScript you need to know. So you are design a simple web page for a company dashboard. And I would like to tell you one more thing, guys. The basic template of HTML they will provide. You don't have to write the code from the scratch. They will give you basic template and you need to implement whatever they're asking in a proper way. Okay. So we need to implement, create a 4 buttons in HTML and style them with 25 pixel border radius in using CSS. Write a JavaScript function to show a pop-up message when a button clicked on it. So the major goal is in HTML, we need to design the 4 buttons. Okay. And also, what is meant by border radius? For example, this is a square button. If the border radius means it will convert into on the ends like with a curved base, right? So let's start doing this without any further delay. It's very simple. And if you have any doubts, you can ask me meanwhile in the chat box. Okay, I'm going to an online editor. I don't want to do the lot of things. Like if I implement in the VS Code, you feel like little bit complex. So what I did is, however, the Accenture page having index tab, HTML tab and script tab, which is nothing but JavaScript tab. Similar compiler I have taken in the online. So in the Accenture dashboard also you can see HTML, it's sent by style.css, which is the CSS file, and script file, which is JavaScript. And remember, style.css and javascript.js must be linked with the HTML page. See here, it is linked, the style sheet, and here script is also linked with the HTML. So these two things you need to know. You need to take care of it while doing this. Okay. So first thing what we need to do, we need to create a buttons, right? So what is the tag we will use? We will use button tag. And also we need to click on it, right? So on click action we need to perform. So for example, I am creating a see, when I click on it, it need to show some pop-up, right? So I need to create a on click class, right? So that function. So if I click on it, that function will call. So show message, for example, is the function I am creating here. So usually we will use camel case. So here I am writing show message. So I will copy this function for the future use. So I am saying it is a button one. So how many buttons we need to create like this? 4 buttons, right? So just I am copy pasting for our to reduce our time. If copy paste is not allowed in the compiler, sorry, in the Accenture editor, you need to type it for 4 times. Okay, let's see how it's going on in output. And you can see 4 buttons are appearing here, right? So if I click on it, it won't happen anything. Why? Because on click function you did, but you haven't written any function. What it's need to do? Just I have declared this and I need to define it in the JavaScript. I think you guys getting my point. Am I right or not? Let me know in the chat. And also I'm zooming it for you. Sorry for that. Maybe off of my page is a white blank screen. So I'm zooming it for you guys so that you can watch the code clearly. Yes. So far we have created 4 buttons. And next what they're saying, we need to style it with border radius, right? So here what I am doing is, what is the tag we have used for button? Button tag, right? So how you will style it? By using either IDs, class or tag itself you can use it. Here we don't have to worry about anything. Why? Because we don't have a huge project. So we don't have to take care about the classes, IDs and all. Simply we have 4 buttons and 4 buttons will have a same property, that is border radius is equal to 25 pixel. So I am simply writing border hyphen radius. Okay, border radius 25 pixel. And I am just running again. So let's see whether they will run properly or not. See, the buttons are having border radius also. You don't have to style it. If you want or if you know in a better way, you can style it also. But I suggest whatever they are asking for, just to do it. You don't have to worry about the UI. Okay. For example, appearing the messages or sir, it's looking like black and white. So can I do the coloring of it or not? So don't do anything apart from if they say. For example, they said give the background color. So I will give background color. For example, slight blue we can do. So hash we can give 007. Blue shade is B. Yeah. Okay. So like that we can give, and a text or simple color. It's a button, right? So color we can give like white. And if you want to give padding, you can give the padding. So top and bottom I will give 20 pixel, and left and right I will give 25 pixel. So like this you can give, and margin between them if you want to give margin, you can add like 10 pixel or 20 pixel, whatever it may be. So this is all about your styling purpose, guys. Okay. So for example, see here the buttons are looking like this, and when I click on run button, now you can see the buttons how they are showing, right? And also there is a border is coming, right? Black border. So let's take border, not border radius, it's a border only. So border equal to none. So if they ask, we will do that. If they don't ask, we won't do anything. By default, button will have a border. So if you remove it, it will show like this. So whatever I did, the remaining lines, I know about the HTML, CSS and JavaScript. That's why I have beautified it for your purpose. They asked only for the border radius 25 pixel. Then only you have to write this and leave it. All extra things are just for decoration purpose. You don't have to do in the examination. And when I click on it, see guys, when I take the cursor onto the buttons, it is not looking good, right? It's need to be clickable. How you will know it's clickable? See, when I move the pointer to the other buttons, you can see the hand button, right, which is called cursor. So I will give the cursor also pointer, so that people will know they need to click on it, right? So okay, now I want to make, what is the question they asked? 25 pixel border radius. Only one feature they asked to style them, but I did a lot of things to explain you. If they ask, for example, remove the add the border radius, remove the border, give the background color, and change the text style, or give the text font size as 36 pixel, like that, whatever they're asking, you need to implement in the style, which is nothing but CSS. And last but not least, they're asking write a JavaScript function to show a pop-up message. Pop-up message means what, guys? Simply alert type, right? So here simply what we will do is we will write a function. Function. What is the function we have given? I told you, right? Which is nothing but show message. So I already kept the copy of it. So I'm just removing all the button tags and all. So simply I have writing the code for show message. Whenever on click will happen, this function will call. And what this function need to do? It will need to show alert of, for example, button clicked. That's it. Answer completed, and it's a JavaScript. So I need to keep the semicolon. Why? Because I'm much familiar with the Python. So sometimes I will miss the semicolon, but guys, you don't miss this. Okay. So I am just again rerunning this code. And if you click on it, see, there is a pop-up came we have, which is called alert simply. So button is clicked. For 2 also it is happening. For 3 is also it's happening. For the 4 is also it's happening. Once you test it, you can submit the code. See, this is how you need to have a good knowledge in HTML, CSS and JavaScript, so that you can go through all this type of things easily. Okay, let me know in the chat, guys. Is it clear? What is the first kind of question they're asking? I have explained in a simplified manner. Have you guys understood or not? I am looking into the chat, guys. Please let me know quickly. And there is a 10 seconds of gap between you guys and me. So I'm keep looking into the chat. Yeah, someone is asking, can we do expect Accenture hiring dates? Girish, off campus, we are expecting in January, after January. So meanwhile, you can start your preparation. Nitish Venkata, you won't get suggestions while you are typing. You need to know about each and every usage of the styles and IDs and everything. Sai Sudhir, it depends. Okay, so how you scored in the other sections also. It's an online assessment, right? So each and every section you need to score minimum, and overall you need to score better to get into the selection. For example, if you perform very well in technical MCQs and coding, gamified aptitude and behavioral is not a big deal. So if you do very well in the previous 2 sections, and if you solved only 2 questions in the coding assessment, and overall score if you got very well, then you can able to do that. Okay, so let's look into the next problem. This is a problem statement again from the front end. So in a single shot we will complete the front end question. So that's why back to back I have taken the HTML based questions. Okay, the question asked for the student is, The problem statement is you are required to create a web page using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript where a button is displayed with the text show text. Where button is clicked, a hidden message should appear below the button, and the button text should then change it to hide text. When clicked again, the message should be disappear, and button text should change it back to the show text. Okay guys, it's very easy. Just look at here. We need to create a button. For example, it is showing like show text. When I click on it, the text will be shown. And when I click on it again, the button text will change to hidden text and the data will be displayed. So it's very easy. I will tell you. See, remember. First initial stage, show text will happen, right? So when you click on it, the text will appear and the data will change it to hide the text. So this button is showing what is the instruction it will happen when you click on it. When you click on it, it will show the text and it will change it to hide the text. When you click on it again, it will hide the text and it will change it to again show the text. So it's like a toggle button. When you click on it, it will switch from show text to hide text and hide text to show text. Like this, it will needs to happen. Okay. What is the button IDs and everything they have given in this problem? So in detail, I have created this problem. So similarly, we will create the data as well. Create a button with ID toggle button. So IDs are unique, right? What is meant by ID and class difference, guys? Can anyone can state in the comment section? What is the difference between class and ID in HTML? And next one, create a paragraph with ID text that contains any message. Okay. Initially, the paragraph should be hidden. See, the instructions you need to follow carefully. So the text will hidden in the beginning. Nitish, class for CSS and ID for JS. It's not correct. You can use IDs in the CSS as well, and you can get the class and you can access the classes in the JavaScript as well. Yeah, Rahul Venkat, it's a correct answer. Class should be used how many times you need, and with that you can change multiple elements at a time. When coming to the ID is unique, so you can't use it for multiple tags. Okay, when coming to the CSS part, style the button with border radius 25, background color also they have given, and white text color, hover effect to dark the button color, and keep the center and styled neatly. See guys, I have implemented in advanced manner. These many instructions they won't give you in the Accenture. To be honest, maximum they will give first 4 instructions only. Or effects and text aligning effects, font size, these type of things they will give. This type of over effects and everything is just I have given for your reference. It's not required actually. Okay. And after that, the JavaScript they want is write a function toggle text which is executed when a button is clicked. If the text is hidden, see guys, when the button is clicked, it will need to call, right? So I will write a toggle text for the on click action for the button. And if the text is hidden, it should display the message and change the text to hide text. And if the text is visible already, I have to hide the text and I have to change it to the show text. Okay, a lot of things are going on, right? Let's implement it within the next 1 or 2 minutes easily. Okay, so I am going into the another compiler. So quickly I will explain here guys, and just look into the code I have written simply. So I have given h2 tag with show and hide text example. Here for your explanation I have written this, but in the examination you don't have to write this. First what they are saying, a button followed by text. So I have created a button, and what they are asking in HTML, see, ID must be toggle button. ID must be toggle button. So I have created ID toggle button, and what it's need to be happen when the function toggle text called on click action, right? So that's why I have created on click with a toggle text. So initially the text will be hidden, right? So I have to write show text on the button. So initially the button will show like this. And in the paragraph is nothing but text button, text tag, right? You can write headings with H1, H2, H3, H4, H5, H6. And paragraphs you can write with P or PRE, pre-formatted text. So I will use here P. And ID is text. And hello, this is a hidden message. Click the button again to hide me. So like this I have created the text. Okay. So see here, initially it is show the message and the text is hidden, right? If I run this code in the initial stage, by default P tag will appear, which is nothing but paragraph also will appear. So in order to hide this, you have to write the style CSS, style.css. Okay. So which is nothing but tags will be used in the CSS with a hashtag, right? So simply here hash text display is equal to none, which is used to initially hide the text. Next, what they asked, the background color of the button is 07 BFF they have given. So simply the button I have taken directly, only one button we have. If we have a multiple buttons and each button have a different styles, then you have to use classes or IDs differently. Okay, but here only we are using one button, so I am directly given the style. So what they said, background color is hash 007 FF. Okay, and border radius is 25 and text color is white. Three properties they have given. So we have written background color and text color, and border is none, which is nothing but it will hide the border of the button. And padding also I have given just for the style purpose. And also border radius 25, whatever they have given I have given. And cursor pointer I have given. Why? Because I want to know the user, it is clickable. And font size and transition is not at all required. Okay, you can remove this. Last but not least, what they said like on click or hover the button, it's need to change the color. For example, see hover effect. Hover effect means there is a special button dot colon hover. So if you click on it, for example, background color, I will do little dark. So simply I can call blue. Let's see. So if I run on it, see, if I hover onto the button, it is changing to dark blue, right? From light blue. You can see the change. Okay. So these type of effects you can add. All you need to know is just follow the rules and do it. Last but not least, you need to add the action to the button, right? Which is nothing but click on it and the text will appear, and show text will change it to hide text. And when you again click on it, show text will be hide text will become show text, and the data will be disappear. Which is nothing but here the property of display must be changed to none to block, block to none. For example, if I write here block and run the code again, it will appear. So display block to none, none to block will happen. So the change can be made by using JavaScript. So in the JavaScript, what I need to do is I will write and I will explain first, then I will directly show you the code. So first you need to write a function. In the function, for example, the text inside the button is show text. Then, or simply we can say like, if the text displays none, if the text displays none, what we will do is we will change the properties. If the text displays block, which is nothing but P is visible, then I will write some code. If P is not visible, I will change to another code. So this is how I have implemented the code based on the text block. So just like under the script. So what they said, you have to write the on click action. So toggle text. So I have taken constant text is equal to document.getElement by id. So these are the functions you need to know about. Document, under that we have a getElement by id text. So next I have taken button, which is the idea of toggle button. So how I am doing the problem is text dot style. So it will go here, and under that display. So if text dot style dot display is equal to none, what it is meant by the data is not showing. So when it is clicked, if function will be tested. So if text is empty or none, then show text will change it to hide text. How will you change? Button dot text content. And I need to change the style of display from none to block, right? So that's why I have written text dot style dot display is equal to block. Next, else part. If display text is, for example, here if I click, now it is showing, right? So here text style is block. So if the text is not hidden, it is automatically the block level. So now I have to change this when I click on this to none. So the style will be changed to none. And also when I click on it, the hide text need to change it to show text. Like this it will happen. So just if else condition you need to write. But in order to change the text inside it, you need to know what are the classes, how the methods will work in JavaScript. So this is all about second problem which is asked in Accenture. Guys, these two questions are directly they asked in Accenture recently in the previous exams. Those who have completed, the students shared this with us and we are doing it for you. Now tell me in the chat, you guys understood everything or not? Are you able to understand what kind of questions they are asking? I want to listen in the chat. So I'm looking into the chat. Yeah, Manya Luthra. We will discuss about DSA questions also. See, first we have discussed for the first half an hour front-end code. Now we will discuss about back-end problems. Don't worry. Guys, you don't have to be professional in front-end development. Okay. Again, I am telling you, simple. Basics are very important, and the classes and their properties, IDs, and in the JavaScript, what methods you need to call. If you know these things, it's more than enough. So in the CSS, learn top 50 properties. And in the JavaScript, important methods. How text will be changed in a button, how to appear and disappear the text, and how to toggle the buttons. Like these type of things you need to learn. No, Satya, there is no React.js. They won't give you flavors of it. Only up to up to JavaScript is enough. Only three things. Okay. And guys, also I would like to say a lot of people were here before going to DSA, learning the DSA problem. Please use my coupon code KTK Max to get the huge discount of Prepinsta Prime, where 200 plus courses you can learn it for one subscription, guys. And a lot of you already don't know about our Prepinsta Prime, so that's why quickly I will go through our Prepinsta Prime product and I will show you how you can prepare for even Accenture. Today is Accenture day, right? So I will only talk about Accenture. See, Accenture, what I want to learn. In interview purpose, I need to learn about advanced skills like Gen AI, data science, analytics, or any one upskilling course. Also, if you observe, based on cloud computing, Accenture is asking the questions. And if you carefully observe, based on cyber security, they are asking the questions. So these courses will help you, right? And also, full stack course. We have HTML, CSS, and JavaScript as well. You don't have to learn about Bootstrap and all. For Accenture, I am saying. And JavaScript you can learn, right? Just revise. If you already know, just revise from here. Or if you don't know, learn from here. And also, you need to know about Java or Python. You can learn from here. And data structures in any programming language, you can learn from our Prepinsta. And I don't say about aptitude for the Accenture. But if you want to learn aptitude for remaining companies, you can learn from here. Even game-based aptitude also we have in this Prime course. You can go through that. And also, company-specific courses we have, product-based companies have, and interview preparation, how to prepare. And also, if you want to build the projects, you can build the projects. And you can see Accenture is asking operating system questions, DBMS questions. You know about computer networking questions also they are asking, right? And SQL. If you learn SQL, you can able to clear one question in coding round as well. And pseudocode questions they are asking, and automatics will be asked by Tech Mahindra. So all these things you will get under a single subscription, guys. What you need else? You don't have to rush anywhere. Just you need to take the subscription and you are good to go. And also please use my coupon code KTK Max and you will get a huge discount of 1070 rupees. 1050 rupees and you will get 48 months for just 5950 rupees, guys. So it's a wise investment. Or if you are prepared, if you are in fourth year, if you want to just to need for your placements, I suggest at least 1 year. So that is 3399 rupees. You will get a 600 discount by using my coupon code. Okay, let's dive into the DSA questions. Eagerly, a lot of students are waiting. And before that, I would like to say, guys, please like this video. And a lot of people are seeing. So, but likes are, you guys are not doing likes. So if you really like the video and my explanation, please like the video immediately the live. Okay. Any doubts in the chat section? How many questions we need to solve to get shortlisted? Minimum 2 questions, or I can say like at least 70 to 80% test cases you need to pass. Okay. Yeah, cut place. We have updated our Accenture course, but the thing is, we are building game-based aptitude. It is a animated, right? So we are unable to implement in instant way. All remaining are updated. Like questions on cyber security, you have the entire course like that. But game-based aptitude is not updated and it's not a big deal also. It's a very small kind of problems like games. You can see the YouTube video and you can get it. Okay. Next. Second and third of Sidhu, I didn't get your question. Okay. So clear your question and then I'll answer you. Okay, just look into the backend questions. What are the problem they have given is, given a list of integers, write a program to print the number that occurs only once in the list, unique elements. Guys, here, what they are looking for is the person who write optimized solution. Okay, they don't want the people who write brute force method, are much time taking, all these things. I'll always say, when you are doing DSA related problems, always you need to do optimized solutions. Okay, so here the question they have given is simply, sorry, okay, so they have given simply you have to find the unique elements. Our college itself is providing our free Prep Insta Prime subscription. Okay, MSD, if you're already having Prep Insta Prime subscription, you don't have to purchase again. You can prepare it easily from here. Okay, so let's dive into the question. So what is the input they have given? 4, 5, 6, 4, 7, 5, 9. See here, 4 is repeated for twice, 5 is repeated for twice. So 6, 7, 9 is not repeated, right? So output is 6, 7, 9. You need to write the code for this. First, I will write about brute force method. So I am going to the, I told you, right, I will implement in the Python, and you guys can implement in the remaining languages, whatever you like. So you can go with the Java or whatever you like. So this is for the second question, guys. Don't worry about this output. Just focus on the first cell. So here I have taken the number is equal to 4, 5, 6, 7. Sorry, 4, 5, 6, 4, 7, 5, 9. Now I have to check how many duplicates are there. I won't print it, and whenever it is not duplicates, we will print, right? So how we can do? We can do for n in nums. This is the basic Python program we will write, right? By using iterator concept. And if n, sorry, nums dot n count, we will write count, right? Count of n is equal to 1, then what I will do is I will simply write print n comma n is equal to, we need to write like 6 space 7 space 9, right? So I will write n is equal to double quotation with a space. That's it. Only 3 lines of code is more than enough for this program. So just look at here. First I will run this and I will explain you. Okay. So why it's showing the error? Okay guys, sorry, the typo mistake here. Okay, so the output is 679. We got it, right? But if you observe here, I have used one for loop, and also I have used a count. Dot count method time complexity is O of n. And also it is written inside another for loop, that is O of n also. So the total time complexity is O of n square. So here the time complexity is a little more. But we can easily write with a easy approach, right? Why? Because what dot count will do? It will search for one element across the entire list and it will count. Again, the time complexity is O of n. So O of n into O of n is O of n square. Here the time complexity is O of n square. So it is a brute force method. Okay. They are saying in our college hiring for 3 roles. Yeah, magic review. Actually, they are hiring for 3 roles. That is 4.5, 6.5 and 12 LPA. Nearly 11.18 something. Remember, the final selection of these roles will be depend on performance in all the rounds. For example, online assessment, communication assessment, and interview. However you perform across all these rounds in a best way, then only you will get the higher packages. So whoever perform very well in all the rounds, based on that it will decide. Only online assessment will never decide, or only communication assessment won't decide. Only interview will never decide the role. all together will decide the role. Yeah, Shrikruti, I will tell you that one website of GameFied today. Yeah, Lakshmi, for the Infosys, we already did. Even I will show you the Prepinsta YouTube channel. So those who are having Infosys exam tomorrow, please prepare from our YouTube also fine. See, for example, we have uploaded or we came to the live. Guys, a lot of people are not going to the live tab. So just look at here. Once you open the Prepinsta, go to home, videos, shorts and lives, right? Live will appear here. So now we are in present live. And if you bit to scroll down, I have did a lot of videos on Infosys, last minute preparation and how to prepare, how to crack the Infosys, and also reasoning ability in the Infosys and aptitude questions in Infosys. And also we have did a lot of videos in Infosys. Just search for Infosys Prepensta and you will get all the videos so that you can get the guidance also. Okay. Also, guys, here we are doing brute force method, right? Also, we can use another alternative method by using collections. So simply what I can do is, simply here I can write frequency is equal to counter of nums. So actually, if you observe, counter is having yellow color underline, right? Why? Because you have to import the collections. So there is a module called collections. In that we will import the counter. So from collections import counter. Okay, now see the yellow color line went out. So what it will actually do is, I will show you also. So those who don't know Python, they need to know. Those who already know Python, this explanation is not for you guys. Okay, when I click on it, the frequency, you can see how many 4 is repeated and how many times 5 is repeated, how many times 6 is repeated, and how many is 7 is repeated, how many times 9 is repeated. The values and keys will be stored in the frequency as a dictionary. So by using single for loop, now I can create less time complexity problem easily. So simply what I will write is, for n comma, or simply for your understanding, num comma count in frequency dot items. So what frequency dot items will do is, it will split 4 and it will give to the num and it will give 2 to the count. So 4 is repeated for 2 times. The value will be stored in num and the number of times repeated is stored in the count. So here 4 is the value will be stored in num, right? So what we will do is, if and only if count is equal to 1, then only we will print num. Why? Because we don't want the count value to be printed. We want the number which is unique need to be printed, right? So if you run this code, you can see some attribute. I did it wrongly. What is it? Okay, sorry guys, it's not item, it's items. Okay, so if I run in it, 679 came in the new lines, but I don't want in the new lines. So and is equal to double quotation. So I will type across a lot of programming languages like Python, JavaScript, and C++. So that's why sometimes I will forget the methods and complete words. So excuse me for that. So this is the code. By using collections concept, we can reduce the time complexity. Am I clear or not? Tell me in the chat, guys. Are you guys understood the first problem in DSA, which is of backend? And look at the next question. So if you say anything, we will go forward to the next question. I'm looking to the chat, so no one is responding. And meanwhile, whoever in the live, please like the video. Now another question. Yeah, second one is optimal solution where we achieved from O of n square to O of n. If you want to write, you can use one linear using list comprehension also. So you guys, if you are anyone know Python very well, you can use a single line concept also. Okay, you can use. Okay, next question. You are given a string S containing fruits where each character represents a different type of fruit. So here the string itself, each word is consisting of fruit, whatever it might be. Let's see. Your task is to find and return an integer representing the largest absolute difference between the count of the fruit with a maximum odd frequency and the count of the fruit with a minimum even number frequency. Okay, it's very easy problem, I think so. So this is the actual problems of Accenture, guys. So we can't do anything. If they give like this, we have to do even easy or difficult, whatever it might be. So note, string will contain at least one fruit with an odd frequency and one with an even frequency. Okay, the instructions is fine. Input one is a string S represent the different type of fruits. Okay. Output must be written an integer. So output must be integer. And which is the absolute difference. What is meant by absolute difference? Absolute difference is nothing but modulus, which is nothing but always you will get positive integer. Let's see the example input. A, 3 times A, 4 times B, 2 times C, and some 6 times D is given. If you carefully observe, maximum odd frequency is 3, which is of A. Why? Because A is repeated for 3 times, B is repeated for 4 times, C is repeated for 2 times, D is repeated for 6 times. In this, maximum odd frequency is 3 and minimum even frequency is 2. So the difference between 3 and 2 is 1. So what you guys can do for this problem? Can we do it easily or not? Okay. So how I will implement this code, I will explain you first. First, I will take the input. So here, I have taken fruit frequency. This is the input. And I need the output as 3. And this is the second input. And I need output as 1. So I have created one function called fruit frequency, right? So what I will do is, I will define it, which is nothing but in the Python, I have to write def to define a function like this. But here we are passing a value, right? So I will receive here as yes. Now I have to implement the code. So here what I need how many A's are there, how many B's are there, how many C's are there, how many D's are there. So again I can use the collections concept. So far whatever the student shared with me, they are depending on easily collections and counters based problems. So this is the most repeated problem, guys. So you have to have a good knowledge in collections and counter based problems. So simply here we have to write is from collections import, okay, typo mistake, from collections import counter. Okay, next again I will take a frequency is equal to counter of yes. So what will stored in frequency? A, how many times repeated? B, how many times repeated? Which is nothing but value and keys will be stored as a dictionary. So what we can do is I will exclude or I will take. See, for example, what I will do is here I now I got A is to 3, B is to 4, C is to 2, and a D is to 6. Guys, instantly I am implementing this code. So if something went wrong, I will correct it. Don't worry, okay? Now I will store this odd elements in one list. I will call it as odd frequency. And I will store all these values of even numbers in even frequency. Then what I will do? I will find the maximum in this list and I will find minimum in this list. Then I will do the difference. So this is the steps I have created for my problem solving. And if you carefully observe how I am doing the problem is nothing but first I am designing my path, how to do. Then go for the coding. This is where a lot of students won't get this type of approaches. And what they will do is they will start typing and they will stuck at the code. Am I right or not? So many of you know the solution, but you are unable to code, right? So my suggestion is in the chart also I am seeing, okay, whatever I would like to say is first draw a flow chart or algorithm, then slowly implement that. That would be the better option. Am I right or not? How many of you felt that? I know the problem, but I am unable to code. How many of you felt this in your examination? And this is also examination for me. In the live only, I am just doing the code by saying instantly. So for example, first what I did, odd frequency I said, right? So odd frequency is equal to list I said, right? So list means square brackets. V for V in frequency dot values. I only take care about the values. I don't need keys, which is nothing but I don't bother about how many A's, B's, C's, D's will be there. I want to know what are the odd numbers, what are the even numbers. That's it. That's why I haven't taken items here. I have directly taken values here. I don't need keys. So for V in V, these are the values. And I will store it in the odd if and only if V is not divisible by 2. So if V is not divisible by 2, it is called odd element. Then I will store. And the same logic will appear, the same logic will go for even also. So just I copy pasted. I will change here odd to even. And I will implement the same logic. But here instead of not equal to, it will come equal to. Why? If it is divided by 2, it is called even. If it is not divided by 2, it is called odd. So all odd values are storing in odd frequency. All even are storing in the even frequency. Next, what I will do is max of odd I need to find, right? I will use function called max, which is a inbuilt function in Python. Whatever the relevant keywords or functions you have, you can use it in other programming languages. So max of, simply I will write odd underscore frequency. And next, min of even. I have to take minimum value, right? So min of even underscore frequency. So I know what is the maximum value of odd number and minimum value of even number. So I need to find or return. This is the function I have designing, right? So return the absolute value, which is nothing but the function called ABS in the Python. So ABS of max max underscore odd minus min underscore even. So I have implemented the function, and by using print function I am calling this and I am giving the input, and we are expecting first output as 3 and second output as 1. So let's run this code. See, I did it and the answer came 3 and 1. Guys, in the live itself I have implemented this code. So imagine how much time you took. Just you took 10 to 15 minutes. So they are giving 3 questions and you have to do it in 1 hour, right? So ample amount of time you have. Just you guys need to focus on basic to intermediate DSA and do the problems. And also I can say that if you have a basic knowledge also you can able to do the problem. For example, if you are unable to do optimized solution, please at least do brute force method. Okay, so that you will be in the good zone. At least. Guys, tell me, is it clear? The second problem I have explained. I want to listen from all of you guys. Yeah, A with Sam, clear. Everyone clear about the problem? Yeah, clear, everyone is saying. Okay. Just look into the next problem, which is based on DBMS. Yeah. Govardhan, this is the backend problems. DS backend problems is nothing but coding and DSA problems only. Remember, the backend you need not to know about Node.js or whatever, so on so. Backend means for the Accenture it is DSA level problems. So you need to know about either Java or Python to clear this round. Sorry, to clear that question. Frontend means HTML, CSS, JavaScript. Last but not least, the database related questions. You need to know about SQL or DBMS knowledge. So look at the question they asked in the Accenture. You are managing a company database that has 2 tables. Write a SQL query to find all the users from the master users who never raised a help request. That is, their ID does not appear in the help request table. So seems like you will be confused, but they will give you a proper instructions, guys. Carefully look into the instructions and do the problems. Okay. For example, I have given a test case here. There is a table 1 called master users, and IDs they have 1, 2, 3, 4 primary keys. And the first name is Ravi, Sneha, Arjun, Priya, something like that. And last names also given. So this is the master users. And the help request came like request ID 1, user ID 2, and a login issue. And request ID 2, user ID 4, and a payment failed. So this is the help request we have in the table 2. Now look at the output. What we need to get is nothing but ID 1 and 3. Why ID 1 and 3? Because if you see user ID 2 is raised a request and 4 is also raised the request for the help. And clearly they are saying ID does not appear in the help request, which is nothing but the master user who never raised the help request. Am I clear or not? So just look at here how to solve this question. So here in this my laptop SQL is not installed, so directly I will talk about it in a theoretical manner only. So please try to understand. First, I need to select. What is the output? It is consisting of ID, first name, last name. So select ID, first name, last name. From where I have to select? From where I have to select? The overall or all master users will be in the master table, right? So I have to select from master first. So master user. And what is the clause they have given? The people who never asked for the help request. So I have to write the clause that is where. So I have to display ID, first name, last name. So that's why I give it to the select. From where I have to display them? From master. How to filter them? By using where. Where ID, which is nothing but primary keys are the unique ones, right? So where ID not in, again I have to see here in the help request I have a 3 rows, right? So I have to select one unique row. So I want user ID. So that I have to select again. User ID from help request. This is how you need to write the code for the SQL based problems. So again and again I'm telling you guys, if you know about SQL, it's very easy to implement this code. Only you have to remember the query keywords. Select from where, how to do that and everything. So see how I have implemented this code with the, even I am seeing for the first time is nothing but my output need 3 variables or 3 rows. So this need to be select as output. Where I have to select these 3? From master sheet. But I can't print directly entire master sheet, right? So I have to compare this master sheet where IDs are not in. So where ID is not in, where I can find these IDs? In the first table, IDs are here, primary key. But in the second table, it is knowing as user ID. So I have to select the user ID, then I have to compare with them, right? So again I have to select. So always think in a generalized manner. So that simple way of uh, talking or the simple way of finding the solution will give you which keywords or which query keywords you need to use. It will automatically come. So I need to compare this ID with user ID. But how can I get user ID? I have to select from the help request. So select user ID from the help request and compare with the ID, and where both are not equal, then print ID first name last name from the master sheet. So this is how you need to implement the codes. So in this live session we have discussed about front-end 2 examples and DSA related questions, or Accenture is saying like it DSA related questions, but they can be also solved in basic level. So you can say back-end coding questions. And also we have seen one DBMS SQL related question. So SQL questions, they're asking these type of similar questions only. So it won't be that much difficult. So front-end and database questions you can solve very quickly. So for the DSA or back-end questions, please take your time and always implement the optimized solution. Whoever implement the optimized solutions, they can able to select for the 11 LPA roles, 11.2 LPA role. Okay. So that's it guys for this today's session. A lot of people are watching the live, so please I requesting everyone to like the YouTube video or the live session, and also subscribe to our YouTube channel Prepinsta, and also please follow our social media handles like Prepinsta 2026 page, Prepinsta 2025 page, and 2027 page, and also off campus if you are from other year passed out batches. So which live you want tomorrow, guys? Tomorrow or day after tomorrow? Please let us know what kind of live sessions you need in upcoming days. Based on your requirement, we will do it for you guys. Yeah, I have seen one game to practice the. Guys, I will pin into the comment section after the live completion. Okay, it was in another laptop, so I will pin it. Don't worry. Satyasagar, basics of front end, basics of SQL up to intermediate is more than enough. But for the backend coding, up to DSA is required. And if you guys, please, if you want to know about any hiring updates, follow our social media handles we have given here. Okay. And also, if you want to go to the courses, you can go to prepinstaprime.com and purchase it and start learning immediately. This is the placement season is going ahead. And use the coupon code KTK Max and get the maximum discount you will get. Manya, please go through this video. Actually, we have taken care of Accenture syllabus. For example, see Accenture exam pattern updated syllabus. See here, it is a video we already did live. So you can go through this video to know about the DSA topics, or you can go to the videos. Also, I have did Accenture new recruitment pattern video. Here also you can look into this video and you will get the entire syllabus. Yeah, TCS roaring streamer. We already started TCS series. So 3 days back we already did TCS day 1, and we will continue with the TCS series as well. Why? Because Accenture is hiring in the first week of November. So we did on priority based. Now in November second week, TCS is going to happen. So this week, from tomorrow onwards, we will plan for TCS series again. So day 1 is completed. If you miss this live, please watch the day 1 and we will again resume from day 2. Yeah, definitely we will do. Definitely we will do for TCS. And if you guys have any doubts, please ask me, or else yeah, I suggest Srikruti Jakula. Simply we can do one thing. Search for Pathfinder game. Guys, these games are very silly and easy also, trust me. But you need little bit practice and patience. Treat like them, they're child games. Okay, go to the internet and ask for Spaceship Pathfinder. This is the keyword. If you search it, you will get the website and you can play the game. Similarly, you can do it like other one is arithmetic puzzles. Then you will get simple arithmetic equations and you need to practice them to get the output. Slightly games might be different, but core logic behind them is same. Okay, I hope you guys don't have any other doubts. So please let me know, guys. Anyone have any other doubts related to any placements or any campuses coming to your college, any placement, sorry, any companies coming to your campus? Then we will do a lot of videos for you. It's always how much you will ask us, how much we will do that for you. And also please share all the links of purchase links and support numbers in the live chat. Yeah, future winner, I already told in the beginning only. C++ is not allowed. C is also not allowed. Only Java, Python. Okay, no one is having no doubts. I think people are just watching to the previous questions. Yeah, Roaring Streamer, please reach out to our support team. Our team definitely help you. So I don't have present test pattern of this company, but definitely our team will help you. Accenture interview is moderate, but this time there is a 11 LPA role, right? So if you scored very well in the written test and communication round also you did very well, if they are targeting you to for the 11 LPA role, then interview will be difficult. Remember that. But if you perform moderate in the online assessment and communication round, and they are thinking like, okay, this guy I will interview for 4 LPA or 5 LPA or 6 LPA, then interview will be moderate only. But if they are aiming for you to get into the 11 LPA, they will interview for at least 1 hour. You can get this slight information. Whether which role you are selected also, you can find it based on number of hours or number of minutes they interviewed in the tier round. Yeah, thank you so much everyone. I hope everyone got cleared about their doubts in the comment section. And I hope we can conclude this session for today. And also, this is Sunday. I don't want to expand more than this. So, happy preparation, guys, and all the best for all your placements from our Preparation side. If you have any doubts, you can always reach to us. And all the links and support numbers, everything is given in the description of the videos. And you know, guys, just search Preparation. You will get every help what we can do from our end. And you will get, how to reach us, right? So, I don't have to mention that. Thank you so much. See you guys tomorrow with another live.